Hola, ¿cómo está? How is everyone doing today? The topic of this video is we are living in a Barbie world, like the song, I believe in the mid-90s or whatnot. And what I mean by that is we are living in an era where down is up is down. We've got women behaving like men and men behaving like women. And this video is more towards the future generations that will be impacted by this. Most definitely. Not so much towards the captive current audience to date. I'm not concerned about them, by the way, because they've already shown the world that they are willing to lock themselves away for 15 days, a year and a half, and even run to the nearest Starbucks to get their jab, okay, without any sort of questioning, critical thinking, and or exploration or an examination about how this affects them. And I want to say, on behalf of my generation before me, I apologize. I apologize to you in the back, you in the front, and you living in the tent. We could have done better. We should have done better. But let me get back to the point or the topic of this conversation. We are living in a Barbie world where we are letting emotions cloud better judgment. We are allowing and at least in my opinion, co-opting and even condoning behavior that is not conducive or constructive to the infrastructure of this country. Meanwhile, there is the power structure that is literally playing both sides, whether it be rallying and carrying blowhorns in the streets, talking about injustice this, injustice that. So much projection and not enough accountability. The fact that people like Kevin Samuels and Monique literally have viral platforms, at least platforms that are going viral, to where they're literally walking away and filling their pockets with nothing more than anecdotes of common sense that we not only celebrated in days of yore, but practice on a daily, is almost mind-numbing. And again, to the future generation out there, I'm going to say that, again, the torch is in your hands. Because my generation, the boomer generation, and anybody across that line, we failed you. We absolutely failed you. And on behalf of those morons, yes, morons. And anybody that wants to interject by, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. I don't care to examine those platitudes with you, okay? Because three things will happen if you even think of responding in a way that is vulgar, pathologically dubious, gaslight, ad hominem. Three things will happen to you. You will be removed, reported, and blocked. Period. End of discussion. This is my channel, not yours. Comprende? There's my Spanish for you. That being said, moving forward, I want everyone to know that no condition is permanent, and you do have a voice. You do make a sound, and you can do that today. Not yesterday, not last week, today. So, I guess to sum up or wrap up this video, I want to encourage you guys again, and I say it all the time in my closings of these snippets and these uploads. I want you to be kind to one another. It's not just a ploy, or it's not just a tagline. I really mean that. I want you guys to be more decent and considerate to one another. Okay? Because it costs you nothing. Absolutely nothing. From the frontline workers to the people manning our military to the average Joe out on the street. Be practical. Be logical. Think. And be compassionate to one another. Because that's how they are winning against you. Divide. Conquer. Decide. Prosper. And in closing, I'm going to say this. I knew that this sort of resurgence, or at least this insurgence, or this transfer of wealth from the people who actually worked and established businesses to make revenue, to stabilize the economy, to the elites that never worked a day in their life, that literally sit there and oogle over a garbage disposal, okay? Not only do they have no clue of how to premise and dictate your life, but they also don't care. They really don't. They care about two things: fundraising, special interest, and a third, filling their pockets. The fact that I have to literally run to Mexico to get essential medical treatment in a land that people are literally fleeing from Guatemala in South America, risking their lives to do so, is completely mind-numbing again. Okay? Because we are supposed to have it all here. All. But literally, week after week, you're literally being picked apart by people who are just counting their money. If you really want to find a solution or anything corrective about this, follow the money. Follow it. And let me know what you come up with. Put in the comments. And again, I'm not entertaining anybody who's from the planet of straw men at all. Because there's no place for you here. At least on my channel. With that said, be kind to one another. Be decent to one another. And as always, stay awesome.